I'm live. Yo! Okay, so whenever you rewatch this, keep watching it and press like and share it, and then watch it again. And then press like and share wherever you share it, and like it again. And keep doing that because this is important information. You need to hear from Terrence about what we are. I ain't doing this for nothing. I'm doing this for all. Word. Okay, so everybody has a commission. We all have steps that we're taking. We all have realities that we're creating. We all have momentum that we built up from past lifetimes and understandings that have come through. Every lifetime is not going to be an aware lifetime. So people think that they're not ready, they're not spiritual, they're not doing the right thing, they're not living right when they find out what spirituality is and that they haven't been doing it. Well, that's a damn lie. You've been doing your life the way you're supposed to be doing it, and everything that you've come across and understood and built upon is exactly what was supposed to happen. That we make an agreement. Okay, I don't know if we're still live or not, and I don't have anybody to ask because, yeah, anyway, so moving on. My name is Terrence Montes. Everybody media year here. You need to like and share. Tell everybody about this. I'm walking around, so I'm not getting a good connection for some reason, but that's okay. I'm on my phone. Okay, so commission. Commission is like soul contract. They're pretty much the same thing, which means that before you came to this planet, before you incarned, you had a discussion about this mission. You had explanation, and you had a determination that was made that you would do something, you would be something, you would foster something into existence, you would father something or mother something into existence, and you would do it through you. So then you would develop an understanding as the individual self, and then the individual self would then reconcile that at a later experience where you could mold and functionally and completely and totally drop that deep down into your being so that it becomes a part of yourself. We call that an understanding, okay? A permanent understanding. That's where I learned that. All the phraseology I learned at the School of Metaphysics, permanent understanding. So you're building this, and I have a really cool one. Mine is called a Buddhic commission, which means that I'm developing and creating and realizing as a substantial addition to the teachings of the Buddha Christ. The Buddha Christ, what's up, y'all? The Buddha Christ was his name. Everybody knows that Buddha is not Christ, but I just said Buddha Christ because that's what came through. So another part of my commission is that I would develop and create and hear and sense and know what I'm supposed to say as I'm saying it. So I don't normally write things down and say, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about, but I do receive information, and I receive some information from the Akashic Records. So it says here, this is an Akashic reading, and I got a couple of questions that I asked and a couple of answers that I got. So if you want to know what the Akashic Records is, I'm sure you can Google it. You can find out some information really quickly. Basically, it's a system of thought form energy that has been engaged on the physical planet, and then it's been remembered and stored in a place in mind, and we call that place in mind the Akashic Records. It could have a lot of different names. So my Buddhic commission is saying here, I asked the question, it was referred to in the report, this one's commission. Would this be explained further? It says this is related to what this one has to contribute to the evolution in humanity in the present time period, as well as what this one is recognized by. It is what is both asked of this one and what this one is willing to give at this time and this point of this one's evolution. It is not rooted in a physical temporal plane. It is rooted in the Buddhic plane of consciousness and tied into other entities that are guides for the planet and for humanity. It is instant, it is collective, and it is this one's willingness to accept who this one is that determines the fulfillment of the commission. It is the wholeness that this one seeks and that this one offers. This is all. So, the beginning thought form, the conscious awareness of being one with God, one with humanity, one with the greater reality, is deeply within me. It's something that I know. It's something that I have decided as a soul that I will work with. So the emotion that I'm in right now is to completely and fully develop myself as a Buddha Christ. That's some wild shit, some deep shit to think about. And it's really super cool. And I'm all about it. And I can tell more about it later. Came outside to take a walk. Like I said, it's hot like the rainforest out here. It's raining right now and it's still in the 90s. So it keeps doing that off and on in St. Louis. And so instead of standing out here in the rain and doing this, even though this is really awesome, I'm gonna go inside. So I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for commenting. And we're gonna keep it moving. I don't care about the haters. So peace be with y'all.